Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Right, in our, I guess, dive into now understanding a bit more of Bollywood and productions of movies and scenes. None other than one of our favorite singers, Arijit, also has produced a song, or sang a song, called Padmaavat, which is I think the song is called Binte Dil. Binte Dil, and it's for a movie. There's other singers featured. I'm not too sure, but it looks like a fucking movie and a half.
It does, doesn't it?
The guy, the actor, oh my gosh, he looks like he belongs in the universe of The Witcher 3.
Yeah, his name is Ranveer Singh.
Oh.
And
are they related? Because they have the same surname.
I don't know.
Go on, let's give it a
watch. But he is wedge, brother. I saw some Google pictures the other day.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Go on.
Pretty wild. Bro, the filtering in that camera,
keep
the
playing
filtering
to try and
is
understand that instrumental.
Wild.
Yeah, it feels like that world. Oh, he's being...
Oh! There's like some witchcraft happening. What? It's like elevating into the... Whoa. Let's have a moment.
Holy shit.
Let's have a moment for the fact that in some of these movies, like when they integrate magic into things, it makes it like... It's like, I was here for the plot. Suddenly magic, and I'm like, I'm here for the magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Changes your whole perspective.
It does.
I don't know what's happening.
I wonder what the relationship is in India of... Because, like every country also has... Like, for example, where we're from in South America, in Venezuela, there's stories of... we call them animas. Like, that means like ghosts and supernatural.
Tales of the supernatural.
And the more you go to rural areas, the stronger the connection. The stories become more aligned to the culture. I wonder what I guess it's the same in other parts of the world as well. I guess Ireland, here in the UK, it's more on the side of Scotland. It's more on the side of fantasy, and I guess there's also mythology in different parts of the world. I wonder, is there Indian mythology?
I would think so.
I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I think so.
What is the connection between the supernatural and the stories that maybe people get told, and are some of these stories that then get depicted in movies inspired by them?
Yeah. Oh, his voice.
Is that him?
Yeah, he's definitely being enchanted. Like,
he's not in bad shape, eh?
I told you that he was ripped. I saw the pictures.
Go on.
But I want to know, like, is this like... Okay, because on the last video, I thought that this movie was a musical.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Given the production of the dance scene that we watched. But apparently, this movie doesn't actually count as a musical.
Most Bollywood movies don't count as musicals.
Because the musical scenes are integrated in the storytelling of the tale itself.
Yeah.
So
So in Diwani Mastani, that song that we saw sang by Shreya.
Devani Mastani.
Divani, right? I think the W is pronounced like that. Like
V,
v,
yeah.
Like your name,
Like
Waleska,
my name, yeah.
The performance, that's how she was. I think that's how you present yourself to the king. That's how you were meant to do it. So
I think...
I wonder how they would integrate it here, because he's also being enchanted, so I guess it makes sense.
I think the enchantment starts because of the song.
Yeah, go on.
And so it is like the magic comes from the music, basically. Like how do you charm snakes? How cool.
So there are also... I do apologize that it's so... I guess this is really an in-depth review because... And I'll explain why.
He's a beautiful man.
A lot of you guys said, do take your time with this one, because there are influences from different parts of the world, and there are some Arabic influences in this song. There's also very classical influences of Indian music, but to a certain extent, I think there we just kind of caught a glimpse of things.
And I think it comes like honestly, I think that like there's some Arabic influences in the drumming of it.
There might be too,
like the tambourine sound that is so yeah, it's very I don't know, maybe this is just me wild guessing, but
I'm just going from what you guys have told me, and I am trying to recognize some of them. It certainly is atypical compared to the percussion that we've heard in Indian classical music.
Yeah.
I know that's certainly not the only genre in India, but I guess it's the one that is more noticeable for me. But perhaps the more we dive in, the more I'll be able to, I guess, depict which part of India may be. So go on.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. How cool! Imagine having to film that scene.
Oh fuck! He's got
That
like
is so cool. See,
he's got like scars and shit.
Yeah, I think the drumming it's very Arabic. You can even hear it in los repiques, like the way they break down stuff.
Yeah.
It's very similar in the Arabic music.
Look at his arms. He's got like fucking scars everywhere.
Yeah, and his chest too. Yeah.
Fuck.
See, it's very Arabic in the percussion.
Would this is this?
That's how he gains his power.
So what era would this be? Like, because this reminds me of like Persia, like Prince of Persia, that movie.
It does.
So maybe the music, it's more sort of aligned with, sort of more Indian influenced music, but maybe the setting of the film. Mm-hmm. I'm not too sure.
Here's what I'm
Certainly
hearing.
the percussion, yes.
Here's what I'm hearing musically. I don't know anything about either of the two influences that we're hearing here.
Some of the two that I think were the most
ignorant,
babyish
about.
on
yeah.
in terms of knowledge.
But here's based on the structure of the song, you have the percussion and the chord progression of the song itself is very Arabic. And you have the vocalizations that are very Indian music influenced. And then you have the ad-libs and like the little flourishes of moments that are not in Sagam, or they're not doing rag, right. They're doing Arabic melismas.
That's what yeah.
So the chants, like the calls of attention, the ad-libs basically, they're on a Arabic melismas. Often what you hear in flamenco and in Arabic music itself.
Given the connection. There's also, I can't imagine how difficult it must be to make a track like this. Go on.
You know what's crazy though? That it must have been so fun to film this scene.
I would imagine.
This is like the scene, I think, this is like the scene where he's like finding his true confidence. Like, you know the scene that is like
the
defining moment where the hero becomes the hero. Like in Hercules, it was the moment he slayed the big dragon, or the moments like that. And I find like this is the precise
the
moment.
awakening, yeah.
Yeah, where he like realized the power. What a body.
Maybe he's not real. Maybe the person singing, the character singing, maybe he's in his head.
Do you think so?
I don't know, because he seems out of place.
I don't know. Maybe he's like the servant. Like, you know how in this like witch movies, there's always a sidekick who's magical.
Right.
Like me, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
He also seems to have a sense of humor, doesn't he? So,
like the Chester, you know?
Jester.
Yeah, Jester. That's what I meant. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it as it goes.
I love this. I'm gonna watch it. Oil.
Essential oils. He's definitely real.
Maybe not.
He is real.
No, maybe he's in his head, and that's why, like, let me go.
He is real, bro.
He just seems out of place. So
It does seem like ethereal, doesn't it?
Yeah, like he is the voice in his head, that awakening moment, and maybe he hasn't even left the bathtub. Maybe he's still in the well, it's not a bathtub, you know, the thing.
The tub.
The tub. Maybe he's still in it, but this is just happening in his head, and he is still singing to him in that.
Oh, I see.
I don't know.
I see what you mean. It's possible, but I don't know. It seems weird. I feel like this whole
Good
scene.
movie, yeah. It seems.
Yeah,
Good scenes.
this whole scene is like it's a mindfuck. Basically.
Vale doesn't swear often, but when she does, it's funny.
Thanks.
Do you want to say? Do stay until the end. I will break on the lyrics.
Okay. I think he's real.
Dad Maval.
I think he's real. I think he's real.
She's very famous as well. That actress that we saw on the other movies.
Deepika Padukone.
Yeah, she is very fucking famous. And the king
So
turned out to
beautiful.
be her husband, as you said.
Ah.
That's actually her husband, her real husband.
That's wild.
Yeah. So this is Binte Dil, Arijit, lyrics, translation in English.
Binte Dil.
I think I barely clicked the button. Okay, so it goes like this. The girl of heart is in Egypt. That's what it means. Binte Dil, Miseria, Main. The girl of heart is in Egypt. And then he goes, Presented is all this beauty in the service of your greatness. So he's also like a king. In short, all this beauty is there in your service. That's also putting the context of things.
Okay.
With these ever-burning, flirtatious gestures, the veil of your tearful eyes will be burned. I mean, fucking brilliant poetry.
Wow.
Thirsty intimacies have started knocking at the liquor-drinking lips, and all the astonished separations have gone away. Right on my cheeks, progresses and the results of love. Right on my cheeks.
Right on my cheeks, progresses.
So she's saying, no, right on my cheeks, progresses and the results of love. Because there's a comma there that I didn't see, sorry. And then he says, Aris means a cheek, but it also means someone who tries to stop you. So I believe it can also be read as, write the story of my progresses on those that try to stop me.
Oh,
so the person also providing
right.
the translation. Someone says here, this is a very good translation. Thanks for the lyrics. I like you're giving all the. So I guess it's somewhat accurate.
Okay.
In that bit, that's all. It's just like a.
It's like a chant. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I realized as the song progressed. Like it's a repetitive type of inner loop thoughting process. You know, it's like something that somebody has like a worm that goes into your head, like a singing worm. You know, like a song that gets stuck into your head and kind of puts you in a trance type of thing.
Well, this person interpreted the song, guys, and I'd love to hear your own interpretations, guys. Is based on the picturization. I believe the song is asking Aladdin to forget that beloved who is away at the moment and to enjoy the one who is there.
Right, so maybe perhaps the moment in the bathtub right at the beginning is just him heartbroken. Because we did see him down in the dumps, right? So that he was a bit, I don't know, in a retrospective type of mood. And then this guy starts singing and
he's filled,
it's
liberated.
Yeah, no, there's like an awakening of something new. Like lust or wanting or power, it's awakened then. So
he says that during that scene, the feeling of separation from his beloved person is now gone, and he's now completely liberating.
He's switched off emotions,
and he's willing now to enjoy himself. Because that was a very, I guess, important scene where he sees the mirrors
when he sees
and
himself.
He smiles. So he's like, I am pleased with who I am now. I think I'm ready to move on, and then he proceeds to have Playboy time later.
Well, yes, I think It's an interesting overall the structure
What
of the
the movie's
poetry
about.
itself. Yeah, what?
Because I thought it was going to be mythical and mystical, fantastious.
Maybe there is some underlying mystique to it all,
Well, he fucking looks mysterious as hell, yeah.
doesn't it? But listen, I'm super intrigued and I want to know more about the whole situation.
Let us know what you thought about it, certainly. And also your interpretations. I do know some of you guys are even close to Arijit watching, and some of you guys also do know kind of some interviews and stuff of what the producing of this song was like. I would imagine it was very hard to create a piece like this, even though, and hence why the length of it as well, because you're trying to create a world auditory speaking too. So let us know if you know anything about that, and also goodbye.